Okay, we're good to go.
All right, so we're going to start over again.
Yeah, I guess.
It didn't come in yet going to the... So I start in there?
It definitely went. It's in.
Yeah, that's got it too. Okay. All right, so we'll try again. This meeting is being held in accordance with the Sunshine Law. Annual notice having been published on or about July 1st, 2023 in 2 local newspapers, with a copy on file with the board secretary and a copy to be posted at the TCCS website. So this meeting is being called to order at 7:16. The first thing on the agenda is the approval of minutes from 1/8. We had Stacy Bahari motion, and then I seconded. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Seeing none, the minutes are approved. The second thing on the agenda is the swearing in of the new board member, Heather Goodrich. So first, Heather, if you could read the required oaths for the school board members.
I, Heather Goodrich, do solemnly swear or affirm that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey, and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same and to the governments established in the United States and this state under the authority of the people, so help me God. I, Heather Goodrich, do solemnly swear or affirm that I possess the qualifications prescribed by law for the office of member of a board of education, and that I will faithfully, impartially, and justly perform all of the duties of that office according to the best of my ability, so help me God.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Okay. Now the next thing we're going to have you do is to read down the code of ethics for school board members. Typically, if you're familiar with the process, when we do the reorganization in the summertime, we go around the table and every board member takes one, but you get to read them all today. And it'll also serve as a good reminder to everybody else. So you can just go right down the list.
A, I will uphold and enforce all laws, rules, and regulations of the State Board of Education and court orders pertaining to schools. Desired changes shall be brought about only through legal and ethical procedures. B, I will make decisions in terms of the educational welfare of children and will seek to develop and maintain public schools that meet the individual needs of all children regardless of their ability, race, creed, sex, or social standing. C, I will confine my board action to policy making, planning, and appraisal, and I will help to frame policies and plans only after the board has consulted those who will be affected by them. D, I will carry out my responsibility not to administer the schools, but together with my fellow board members to see that they are well run. E, I will recognize that authority rests with the Board of Education and will make no personal promises nor take any private action that may compromise the board. F, I will refuse to surrender my independent judgment to special interests or partisan political groups, or to use the school for personal gain or for the gain of friends. G, I will hold confidential all matters pertaining to the schools which, if disclosed, would needlessly injure individuals or the schools. In all other matters, I will provide accurate information and, in concert with my fellow board members, interpret to the staff the aspirations of the community for its schools. H, I will vote to appoint the best qualified personnel available after consideration of the recommendation of the Chief Administrative Officer. I will support and protect school personnel in proper performance of their duties. J, I will refer all complaints to the Chief Administrative Officer and will act on the complaints at public meetings only after failure of an administrative solution.
Thank you very much.
Okay, perfect. So you're going to sign off on the other page there. We'll give both of those to Tom. We'll file those in the business office. Congratulations again. Welcome back. Happy to have you. And that concludes that section of the meeting.
It does.
Okay.
Now it's enrollment update.
Great. So I'll take over from here. We do have a brief enrollment update. We are currently, I'm happy to say, at full enrollment at 369. Last time we met, I think I said that we had one student that was coming in. That student has come and has stayed, and we're at full enrollment, so that's good news. The next item here is just a brief admissions update. So as you know, we held our lottery last month. 45 spots were offered to kindergarten students. In that time, the majority of them have completed their registration. Our new administrative assistant, Stephanie, has been doing a great job working with the district office to ensure that all the paperwork is in order and that the registration is complete as is required. The deadline for any outstanding enrollments for the incoming kindergarten class is March 1st. So if we're missing confirmations and documentation by March 1st for any of those incoming kindergartners, we'll then actually be moving down the wait list. And we'll have more update on that as the year goes on. But we won't know about any other spots other than kindergarten until the end of the school year, once everything is official. And the intent forms are going to be going out probably, I'd say, next month or a little bit closer to the spring. Okay. Next thing that I have here is just a brief facility update. Tiamana actually just asked me about the fence. So last month I gave an update about a couple of the repairs that we were doing. We had 2 fence repairs done. We had the exterior fence, which was damaged by the storm, which did not meet the minimum requirements for our deductibles. So we had to pay for that out of pocket. But while we were at it, we also had the company fix some damage that we had that was not weather related to the basketball court fence. So that has since been totally repaired and it's in good shape. In addition, we have some plumbing repairs that we're going to be doing over the February break, which it's going to be great for the school and also a good time to do it because we have to turn the water off. So we had to make sure that there were no students in the building. The only other thing I have facility-wise will actually be covered on the committee reports, but the committee did meet this evening, the facilities committee, that is, to just talk a little bit about the construction project that I had sort of rolled out last summer and we held off on until this year, but we are going to be proceeding with that later in the spring and into the summer. And we had a kickoff meeting today and there'll be a little bit more details to share when it comes time for committee updates. But besides that, those are my main updates. I'm going to pass it over to Sonia, who's going to talk a little bit about parent-teacher conferences.
Hello, everyone. So last Thursday, we had our parent-teacher conferences. It was a great opportunity for families to visit the school, see students' work posted around the school, and meet the teachers to see how their child is doing. I just want to thank the staff for all of their hard work, and thank you, TCSEO, for providing dinner for our staff. It's very well appreciated. And then I'll just move along to events update. Tomorrow is our 100th day of school, and the theme is Rockin' 100 Days of School. So we have 4 families that will be performing for our K-2 students tomorrow afternoon. We invited the staff, our welcome, and the students to dress like rock stars tomorrow. So it'll be interesting pictures in BPN on Friday. We have 2 trips this Friday. We have the community pre-build this Saturday for Sister Act Junior from 9 to 4. We have a few PDs next week, and then we have our Black History Month event for TCCEA. If you want to add anything about it, Ms. D? I know there were some changes, some updates.
Yeah, so, good evening, everyone.
Became good time.
So, the event is Saturday, February 17th.
Mm-hmm.
It was supposed to be at the high school, but we had to change our venue, so now it's at FTU. They were willing to, well, they were very open to having us put on the event there again. This time it's on the Hackensack side. We're attributing to 50th anniversary hip hop, jazz, blues, African, Afro-Latino, and Caribbean West Indian. A lot of our kids are going to be part of a fashion show. We have kids that I was very, not surprised, but it was overwhelmingly emotional for me to see. We have kids in 2nd grade that make their own clothing that will be able to show it. We have a lot of the parents who have kids that are in FIT or in fashion, and some of them will be showing their clothing. We have 3 kids that will be showing their art. Roquet, he does comic books, so he's going to be on stage showing his art. We have Cassidy, who also is going to show her art, and Ariana, who's going to show her art. And they're going to speak up about it, so I think that's amazing. And we have a lot of guest speakers. We're excited to see what the kids are going to contribute to this. It's from 2 to 5. Thank you.
And then we go right to winter break after that. And then we have another bingo night. The last one was very successful. We're having another one. TCCEA and TCSEO are doing it together. TCCEA Pride and CCSU on February 29th at 6 p.m. here at the school again. So please make sure everyone comes and attends because these community events are just so, it's great to see everyone at these events. I think that's it. And now the next topic's curriculum update. Ms. Mendoza, our social studies chair, put together a quick update. We were going to do it at our curriculum meeting next week, but I think it was a great opportunity to show it at the board meeting today. So she's not able to be here, but she did do a little video. So we'll play it here. I don't know if everybody can see. I don't know if we'll have to turn off one of the lights. Thank you, Ms. B. Thank you, Ms. Mendoza. I know I don't know if she's online listening, but I just want to thank her for putting this presentation together. And if anyone has any questions, you can come to me, or you can definitely reach out to her. And we have our curriculum meeting next week, I believe, and we'll be talking more further about more curriculum updates and changes that we're looking into. Again, if anyone has any questions with anything curriculum based, please feel free to reach out to the teacher, either the chairperson in the department or myself, and we can always have an appointment to speak further of any curriculum questions. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sonia. I'm turned back over here.
So we had a governance meeting that discussed the confidential legal matter, and we also met in facilities today. Again, as Mr. Gallo said, our meeting agenda was basically around some work that's going to be done on the second floor of the building to add an office space and just repurposing the existing space. So that's in the process. There is going to be a walkthrough between our facilities chair as well as the contractors. And no other committees met, but we're going to meet later this month for curriculum, and we'll also have a communications meeting set up. And that's it. Now it's resolutions.
Great. Sure. All right. So there's 6 resolutions for tonight. First one's the budget summary, which are the bills that have been paid since our last meeting. The personnel appointments that we have for tonight are for baseball and softball coaches and assistant coaches. That's extracurricular. Number 3 is the memorandum of agreement, which is the agreement that we have with our local law enforcement. Every year that needs to be updated and approved. I actually met with the chief of police this morning at the police department. We had a meeting to review any of the changes that are out there. And this is actually the first time in about 5 years that there's actually been changes. There are a couple things that are pertaining to laws that didn't exist on the books before, particularly, in relating to cannabis laws and the wearing of officer cameras in the building and things like that. So different circumstances, have a different response, and those were some of the things that we went over today. But this gets approved by the board tonight. I've already signed the document. We've signed 5 copies of that, and then we'll send that off to the county, and they send it to the prosecutor's office, and they take care of it from there. Next, we have the acceptance of a grant that Miss Alice had put in for $500 from Visions Federal Credit Union. Then we've got the acceptance of our nighttime custodian, who will be stepping down from that position, actually effective last week, due to conflicts with his other job. We do intend to keep him on an hourly basis as needed, towards the end of the school year and into the summer, if the need arises, just to have another person on our list. But otherwise, we're looking to, sort of restructure what our nighttime custodian schedule looks like. Our head custodian, Mark, he's well aware of what our needs are. He's been filling in the gaps for the last month or so as it is, because this particular employee has been unable to work, and now it's just official that he's not going to be working full time. And then the last resolution has to do with a special counsel agreement that the board intends to go into with outside counsel. All right.
Any public comments regarding resolutions? Any public comment in general?
Anyways. Hi everyone, good evening. I just had a quick question. Have you guys ever thought about the social emotional pets coming into the building once a week? Yes. Oh, you have? That was my only question. And if you guys have thought about it.
That's a good question. Thank you.
TCCS. Yes. Just keep May 2nd open, everyone. We'll see everyone there.
Thank you.
About it. But the social emotional ones, I just wanted to know if you guys ever thought about it, took it into consideration.
You're in the right people's ears, so we'll follow up on that without a doubt, and see what we can do.
Okay, any other public comments? I like the therapy dog too. I have one at my job. He shows up once a week and it's fantastic. He makes my job a lot easier. And kids seem to produce a lot more work when he's around, and he answers crisis with me, and it's amazing. So personally, I'm a big fan of my Tom, who's my therapy dog. Hi, Tom. Anything else? Okay. All right, so we'll go through the resolutions. The first resolution is 2402-01, the budget summary. Be it resolved that the board summary for January 9th, 2024 to February 5th, 2024, total amount $288,529.21 be approved. Moved by? Vallejo Justin moves. Second? Those are seconds. Any questions or comments from the board? Bahari?
Yes.
Carter?
Yes.
Goodrich?
Yes.
Lizu?
Yes.
McGilchrist?
Yes.
Vallejo Justin?
Yes.
Adnat, yes. Resolution carries. Resolution 2402-02, personnel appointments, extracurriculars. Be it resolved that the TCCS Board of Trustees, I can't talk tonight, approve the following extracurricular appointments for the 2023-2024 school year. Carrie Tadiello, softball head coach, $3,000. Ryan Rotner, softball assistant coach, $1,500. Anueti Perez, baseball head coach, $3,000. Robert Smith, baseball assistant coach, $1,500. Moved by?
Goodrich.
Goodrich moves. Second?
Justin.
Vallejo Justin. Any questions or comments from the board? Bahari?
Yes.
Carter?
Yes.
Goodrich?
Yes.
Lizu?
Yes.
McGilchrist?
Yes.
Vallejo Justin?
Yes.
Hadnot, yes. Resolution carries. Resolution 2402-03, Memorandum of Agreement, 2023 update. Be it resolved that the Board of Trustees approve the submission of the 2023 Update to Uniform Memorandum of Agreement, MOA, between education and law enforcement officials. Moved by? Lizu moves. Second? Hadnot seconds. You brought up the body cams.
Mhm.
So was that conversation like if there was a police response to the school, if they have to keep the cam on?
They are not permitted to keep the camera on if there are kids present,
Okay.
unless there is a reason for it. But the entire 85-page document that outlines every single circumstance, actually, I had shared it with everybody. That's also available publicly. But it's a uniform response, in the state as determined by the prosecutor's office.
I didn't read all 85.
Yeah, I know.
Is that something that's going to be listed on the website after the approval?
Yeah, it's public. I have to double check though because the
Security.
exactly certain things when it comes to security and response, I don't know what can be posted online or what has to be requested.
Okay. Any other questions? Bahari?
Yes.
Carter?
Yes.
Goodrich?
Yes.
Lizu?
Yes.
McGilchrist?
Yes.
Vallejo Justin?
Yes.
Adnot, yes. Resolution carries. Resolution 2402-04, acceptance of grants, of a grant. Be it resolved, the Board of Trustees accept the Visions Federal Credit Union grant in the amount of $500. Moved by? Adnot moves. Second?
Goodrich.
Goodrich seconds.
Everybody usually jumps at those.
Yeah, I'm very stupid tonight. Any questions or comments from the board?
Do we have more to tell what the grant is for?
Yeah, the teacher, they have to use it for like a tower building. That's what she proposed to get the grant for. So they're going to be doing a STEM activity with the money. And so the money's going to pay for the supplies to do the STEM activity.
Any other questions? Bahari?
Yes.
Carter?
Yes.
Goodrich?
Yes.
Lizu?
Yes.
McGilchrist?
Yes.
Vallejo Justin?
Yes.
Adnot, yes. Resolution carries. Resolution 2402-05, acceptance of resignation. Be it resolved that the TCCS Board accept the resignation of Michael Ortiz, custodian, effective 2/2/2024. Moved by? Lizu moves. Second?
Goodrich.
Goodrich. Any questions or comments from the board? Bahari?
Yes.
Carter?
Yes.
Goodrich?
Yes.
Lizu?
Yes.
McGilchrist?
Yes.
Vallejo Justin?
Yes.
Adnot, yes. Resolution carries. Resolution 2402-06, Special Counsel Agreement. Be it resolved, the Board of Trustees agrees to retain Goldberg Sagala as Special Counsel per attached agreement. Moved by? Had not moved. Second? Leo Jesse seconds. Any questions or comments from the board? Seeing none, Bahari?
Yes.
Carter?
Yes.
Goodrich?
Yes.
Mizzou?
Yes.
McGilchrist?
Yes.
Valeo Justy?
Yes.
Had not, yes. Resolution carries. This meeting is being adjourned at 7:41 p.m. Thank you, everybody. Tell Jasmine we said happy birthday.